milk bags.
We're here at Omemee Baptist Church on Sturgeon Street today, and we're here to find out about Women Helping Haiti with Gwen Barendrecht of Omemee. And Gwen, would you like to tell us what you're doing?
I am cutting up usually the milk bags here, and we fold them up and cut off the handle off the top and where they're pressed at the bottom, and then we cut them into strips like this. And then when they're cut into strips, we loop them together so that you can make a plarn, as we call it, plastic yarn. And then they're rolled into balls, and they're either knit up or crocheted up to make the mats. I don't have a demonstration of a mat here now, but they're approximately wide enough for somebody to sleep on. Mm-hmm. And then they're distributed down there to the needy.
Okay. And why is it important that they have the plastic mats?
The scorpions and a lot of the bugs do not like plastic, so that they shelter the babies or the small children from scorpions. And they can take them to the river and wash them out if they're dirty at all, and then they're ready to hang up, and they dry quickly. They can carry them around from place to place. You see them walking around with their bedroll underneath their arm because they're light to carry. This, they have something to sleep on every night.
How did you first get involved with Women Helping Haiti?
Well, that was about 4 years ago now. Lady Corinne Malloy Smith got started, and she talked to a couple called Tina and Bev Leslie, who had been to Haiti, and they needed help. And then there was two other ladies from the Dutch Reformed Church and Dutch Christian Church, I guess it was, that wanted to help. So then we just got together and started collecting baby clothes and making layettes. And from there we have gone into making mats. We have gone into making birthing kits, hygiene kits. The layette bags we've still been making out of the curtains from Peterborough Hospital, from between the beds. And we put in them a blanket, receiving blankets, towels, washcloth, diapers, onesies, sleepers, a toy, any socks or hats that we have that are extra. These are all put in the layette bags, and then we add a mother's care kit.
Could you tell us what's in the mother's care kit?
We have a washcloth, towel, soap, toothpaste, and toothbrush. And if we have any shampoos, the small shampoos, we add that, or hand cream. Sometimes we put combs in, but we don't get many of those. And then there are also hygiene pads for the mothers after they've had their babies. There's a set of 4 in there with the plastic sheets in them.
You were telling me that you make these pads for the women.
Yes.
Could you show us a little bit about the pad packs you make up?
Well, out of the donated flannelette sheets that we get, we start out with diapers and receiving blankets that we cut up the sheets for. And then the smaller pieces are cut into pad-size pieces of material. And then they're folded and added a piece of plastic. We like the ones with the flannelette on the back of the tablecloths because they stick in well.
So if a person had a tablecloth at home that just had a little tiny rip in it,
that they weren't going to use anymore, that's what we use. We cut down even flannelette sheets that have got holes in one end. We still use any part of that sheet that is usable for anything that big enough that it can be made out of.
Yeah, the birthing kits are quite interesting too. You were saying you had some young girls that came in and helped make some of these up at one point.
Yes, we had the school kids come over one day and help pack up these birthing kits. And it's sort of a 3-package deal because we have the one-sided razor blades that we put in a very small packet. I've lost it, I think. Oh, here it is. And in this little wee packet is 1 razor blade, a couple of cotton balls, 2 pins, and 2 10-inch pieces of string for cutting the cord. That is added to the big plastic with a blue pad in it for the baby to be born on and not on the ground floor. The next package has a pair of gloves, cotton swabs, alcohol swabs, and some gauze squares in it. And that is also added. The reason we do the small packet first, if we add the cotton balls to the razor blade, they don't rust until they're able to be used. And that is all added, and a belly band that goes around the baby to help save the navel so it doesn't tear off. And that is called a birthing kit. The nurses go out, or the, what do you call the nurses?
Midwives?
The what?
Midwives?
Midwives. Or somebody that's used to birthing babies. They take a suitcase full of these out and go out around the country to see if there's any mothers that need to have help to have their babies. And that's what this is used for. Or else somebody comes in and said, my wife is having a baby, or my mother, or whatever. And these are taken out then to be used. But we always put like a pair of rubber gloves in out of the packages. They don't have to be sterile to deliver a baby. So that is the birthing kit. Now
this is your newest project.
The hygiene kit, we have now taken on helping to support an orphanage in Arcahai, which is only about 45 minutes from Port-au-Prince. And in those hygiene kits, we have soap, washcloth, toothpaste, and toothbrush. We don't add anything else to those kits because these are children from any age. In the orphanage, they have newborns to teenagers. So these are given out to the older children, so we don't add any shampoos because they can't read what it says on it. Mm. And then they're wrapped a towel around them and put in a nice little cotton bag that is made by extra materials you have in your house. And that is put in the bag and packed up. And then we're sending them so many in a box down there. They're sealed and marked on the outside of the box how many are there. Hygiene kits, maybe there's 10, 12 in a box. But they have to be marked well so when they're in storage, they know which place they have to go.
Now, if someone would like to get involved in this project, what should they do?
They can come. We have a group here every other Tuesday of the month. Usually just the 2 Tuesdays of the month, and they can come and help pack, or they can donate anything from, right now we do need flannelette sheets to be able to cut up and remake over again. They can add toothpaste, toothbrushes, soap, any of the small shampoos or anything like you get in a motel, that can all be added to and brought here at the church. They can be dropped off at the church on Sundays, or Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Usually the church is opening. The minister will probably say it's okay to drop them off. Or else they can call me at 705-799-0192 to Gwen, and then I can receive anything that they need. Sometimes the garage down here will take some stuff. I got a couple packages of towels lately from there.
Which garage is that?
What's his name? Shut it off.
Is it the one that's across from the grocery store, or where is it located?
Yeah, the one across or Fresh Start.
Yeah, Fresh Start,
right across from Fresh Start. It's in there. Yeah. So that's. I'm sure that Donna will take them and give them to us when she lets me know when it comes in. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your helping us. And you've been working at this, volunteering with this for how many?
4 years in this spring since we started. May, June. 4 years of this.
It's a wonderful.
This is just one little satellite out here in Omemee compared to the big one in Lindsay.
And this started in Lindsay in a person's basement.
Yes.
And it has blossomed and grown to, you were saying, which community?
The one girl picks up mats, the knitted or crocheted mats. She gathers from somewhere in Toronto. She goes to Oshawa, Collingwood, Barrie, Bancroft, Peterborough, and all kinds of places in between where she has connections, and they just make up the mats and she collects them. At Christmas time, she had over 450 mats in her garage ready to send out. And the last load went out 2 weeks ago to go to Dunville and there it is put on a 40-foot container and shipped by truck to Montreal, and then it goes on a ship to Haiti after that.
And how do they pay for the shipping?
Donations, money is always welcome, and if you designate for shipping, it can be used for that. Now, we're not the only ones that will put stuff in the containers, so it's sort of whenever everybody has, because Dunnville is just down the other side of Niagara Falls, and donations come from all over. I know that they come from Cambridge, Waterloo, Woodstock.
And you have a special program called the 5 T's?
Yes, and I haven't got it in my hand. Toonies, and that is used to buy stuff that is needed or help with shipping, but a toonie is very easy to accumulate with. Then we have toothbrushes, toothpaste,
Toys.
Towels, but I can't remember the fourth one.
It's a brand new program.
Toys. Now that we're sending to the orphanage, we can also do the toys. So that has been, this is one way that anybody can help. And we know it gets to where it's going without going through the government.
Thank you so much for all the work you do and all the women that come out to help.
I couldn't do it without the women.
And the men too.
And the men too.
Well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope that's good. Oh, yeah. So, sorry to rush you, but I got to get out of here.
Oh, see if I can.